Hey, America, T-Town. Let's talk on the 419 with your host, Detroit Don. Good evening, everyone. Do you know where your parents are? I do. Welcome, Northwest Ohio, Southeastern Michigan, and all over the planet, to the show where we're going to make you completely depressed tonight. That and much more coming up next on Let's Talk in the 419. If you have not heard yet, the president had a bit of a presser today. A lot of people are still trying to wrap their mind around what happened today in the White House and the press conference that the president had. We are not going back to school this year, probably, here in Ohio, or the country as well. And the country right now is very somber, and it has every right to be. We are facing something that we thought we'd never faced before. We are facing something that that you see in movies, that you see through Hollywood, that you don't see in real life. Starting today, in the next 2 weeks, it is very possible to lose 200,000 people in this country to the coronavirus, the COVID-19. And scientists today came out and talked about it. Yeah, this is a very serious situation. I listen to talk. I love talk radio, and today I listen to all the talk radio I could get a hold of. And some people don't believe it still. I think a lot of people just got jolted into the real world when it comes to the virus that's going on right now, COVID-19. I think tonight people just got maybe kind of clotheslined into the reality that this is a real thing and this is happening. And Mo, it doesn't matter if you believe it or not. It's coming. It's here. Exactly, man. You can believe whatever you want, but the scientists ain't going to make this up. They're not going to make this up. You know, I just had a new grandbaby. I have 5 beautiful grandchildren. 2 girls and 3 boys. I have 5 beautiful children. I'm a father and a grandpa. This is scaring the hell out of me. Worst case scenario, this could be 200,000, 240,000 people dying. That's 250,000 people. So when your state government, we're broadcasting here live on YouTube right now, in Ohio, live for a tape show you'll be able to hear tomorrow morning. The Governor DeWine, Mike DeWine, is telling us to stay in the house. Get your asses in the house and stay in the house. This isn't take one action. This is the real deal. Now we can sit down later on and talk about where this came from, how it got here, who's behind it, was it an accident, so on and so on. We can talk about that way down the road. What we want to talk about tonight is having you prepared for something They can be devastating to the country. It's obviously going to be some devastation to the country because thousands of people are going to die from this. There's no doubt about that. If you're calling for 100 and 200,000 people passing away from a virus within 2 weeks' time or a month's time, several thousand people are going to die. It's a fact. It's what we do. Keep the distance away from each other 6 feet. Don't cough on each other. Wash our hands. Do the right thing. It's what we do. We'll decide once and for all, basically, if we live or die. And I hear some people online. I hear some people talking on talk radio. Hosts of talk radio. Joking around with this. Like they don't still really believe. I won't mention any names. But come on, guys. You're better than this. You're better than this. I'm not telling you to run to the store right now and buy all the milk and bread they have and buy all the toilet paper they have and go crazy and just spend all your money today because, this is the first of the month. People are getting paid. We have a stimulus check coming out, $1,200 in the next few weeks. So I'm not saying go ahead and do all that. What I am saying is put a couple extra groceries in your house, sure. I'm going to do a stock up today and tomorrow. I'm physically disabled. I can't get out, so my son has to shop for me. But basically, that's what I'm doing it for. But I do that stock up around every spring and fall anyway. But get enough food to last a few weeks, at least. My greatest fear, as I said before in this program, is not COVID-19. It's not the virus. Coronavirus. It's not that. I'm not afraid of that. That's a weak-ass virus anyway. Warm water kills the virus, okay? A cup of tea can kill the friggin' virus. I'm not worried about COVID-19. I'm worried about us as a people. How we're going to react when people start dropping dead all over the place. Family members, friends, acquaintance, neighbors. How we're going to act, how foolish we're going to act because we didn't listen in the first place. That's what I'm worried about. Now, our truckers are still going to truck. God bless the truckers, Mo. God bless these guys. Oh, man, they're the best, man. Just the best. They're still going to bring in the food and the toiletries and everything we need. You're still going to be able to eat in this country and survive. Just be prepared for massive casualties. Now, they are looking for a cure. And there are some things out here that are working right now. New York is a mess right now. New York is a real mess right now. New Jersey's coming up behind them. Here in Ohio, we got it somewhat in control because of the early actions of our beloved Mike DeWine, our governor, and Amy Acton, who is the health director here in Ohio. Thank God for these two people. But the federal government did not take it serious. And I'm not blaming this on the Trumper administration. I'm not blaming this on Don John. Because we're in a deep situation right now, and we got to back the president of the United States, whether we like him or we don't. Whether we agree with him or we don't agree with him, we have to be behind this man. He is, after all, our president. You may be saying at home right now, he's not my president, Detroit Don, no way. And that's okay. That's your privilege, your prerogative. The news conference, when I caught it earlier, I don't know about you, but it shook my knees. It got to my core. I had some tears in my eyes. Was I scared? And am I scared? A little bit. A little bit. I'm going to remain on this show with you as long as I can during the next 2 weeks. Knock on wood, no, it doesn't happen anywhere near here, or I don't want it to happen anywhere. I wish we could wake up in the morning and there'd be a cure for this. Everybody goes in line and gets a shot and we're all done with this. I pray for that every night. But being realistic about it, it doesn't look like it's going to happen within the next 2 weeks. The government did business. And it wasn't the government's fault, really. Everybody was joking about this virus because it was named after a beer. Corona beer, that's what I drink. I know, Mo. Taking my damn beer, use our name. I know. Hey, right, man. I know. The coronavirus. So that was an automatic joke. If you walk into a bar, you're like, what do you want to have? I'll get one of the coronaviruses. It was turned into a joke. Even though people were dying left and right over in China, here in the United States, it wasn't here, and it was a joke. And to some people, unfortunately, it's still a joke. They don't believe it. And unfortunately, it's going to take some people dying close to them for them to wake up and realize this is not a joke. This is not a test. This is not a drill. Steven Spielberg is not going to come from behind the camera and go, hey guys, cut. They take some lunch. Stephen King is not going to write this book. This is reality. 2020 reality, baby. And you better wake up and realize it. I think American people are very, very strong. We're very, very loyal. We're very, very, we take care of our own very well, and also strangers. We're a good people. The doctors and the nurses that are working tonight to save people's lives. The doctors and the nurses that are working tonight, sending people in ships around LA and or California, wherever it is, and in New York. To the policeman working on your corner, to the man doing your weather report, to the reporters out here who are putting their lives online, reporting this to us from CNN, Fox News, NBC, what have you, ABC, CBS, it goes on and on. We love you and God bless you and keep up the great work. We need you now more than ever because we really need to focus on this. And, you know, I'm probably not going to go to bed today. Excuse me, that's a little bit shook up I am. I'm tired. I'm pretty tired. Had a big day. But like I said, we have to pull together as a country like we've done in the past, 9/11. 9/11, this country stood up for itself and said, you know what? I don't think so. Even though this is not a terrorist attack that we know of, we must do the same for this coronavirus. We lost almost 3,000 people on 9/11. It's just hard to swallow, you know what I mean? It's hard to swallow this. So that's where we are right now tonight. We're going to do an abbreviated show here. Hopefully you're in a safe place tonight. You're with your family. Hug your kids. Your grandkids too. Tell people around you that you love them. And take care of yourself. We'll be back on tomorrow here on YouTube at 1 a.m. tonight. You can catch George Norrie on Coast to Coast AM. Locally here in Toledo, where we're broadcasting from, at WSPD 1370 AM, and around the world. So check that out tonight. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk in the 419. I'm your host, Detroit Don. Say good night, Mo. Night, Mo. And we'll talk to you soon, America. God bless. Look at me.